3, 2-1. What were your thoughts about the game, George?
I thought we were really good in the first half. I thought we were clinical, and we had it in our grips, if you like. We knew they'd come back in second half. It wasn't like we were going to run away with it, but look, the boys worked really hard. I thought the defence, was outstanding. I thought Dom's work was, coming really good and strong as it has the last few weeks. I can't fault them for how hard they worked, but we need to be a little bit more clinical. There was some moments where, lots of opportunities we were close to scoring, which sometimes go your way, sometimes don't. But I just thought there was a few clunky moments, probably a little bit of pressure where, we knew we needed to execute a few bits to get hold of the game, and we didn't quite do it. So it's a good learning for us. Like I say, we work unbelievably hard. There's no doubt about that. But we've got to be a little more clinical in those moments that you manage to build a score in those moments.
Was it also about Chiefs' experience over the years? Premiership level, European level too, counting?
Yeah, I think that's you've got to say after reflection there. I think second half, that sort of shone through for them. That calmness around, right, we know how we get back in the game. I think we know how we were trying to win the game, but just a few moments where we probably went off script thinking this is how we'll do it and messed it up, and then went back to our process and get back in the game, and then a little bit of rabbit out of hat stuff, and then that doesn't work, and then get ourselves back in. So not the second half I would have wanted, but they're a good group. They work unbelievably hard, like I say, and I can't fault them for that. I think Exeter grind a lot of teams down by playing phase after phase, and I thought the boys were outstanding in that area.
You showed some character to come back in the first half after you conceded those early penalties. Yeah,
there was a lot of penalties there early on, which obviously we had in the first game, but we haven't had for a little while. So it was one of those where you don't want to give them a foothold in the game. They got one. We built the lead back up, but they're not going away. So again, there's a lot to learn. It's very disappointing because I think there's probably 2 or 3 moments in that second half where the score could look different, but it doesn't. So
they managed to negate to an extent your driving more, which has been so profitable.
Yeah, I think obviously they gave away quite a few penalties, and then we got over in the first half, and then we had a few cracks in the corner here, and I'm not sure quite how they stopped it. I'll have to have a look at that, but it's one of those things. You get something in a good area going, teams are going to focus hard on it, and Rob Baxter said they're going to have to stop it, and they did in the second half. So well done to them.
How do you see where you are now after this first batch of games in the Premiership?
Yeah, look, I think we're in a good spot the way we've sort of grown from last year. I think there's loads of good stuff. I think we're in every game we're playing, barring that first one, which is good, where we want to be. But again, I think the positive is I don't think we're playing at the top end of what we're capable of. So I think we're doing lots of good stuff, but there's lots of dots that need connecting that I talked about last week that we still haven't quite got there. So I think a break's probably a good sign for us now. We've had 2 short turnarounds going into this period here, so we haven't actually done much training the last 2 weeks. So I think it's actually a good sign for the lads who, they've fronted up every week physically. So let's have a break. Let's mentally step back and go, right, how do we get better here so we win these ones?
All a few things to learn from this and reflect on this game.
There'll be loads, yeah. I'm pretty sure I've got most of it in my head already, because it was pretty clear when we, like I say, there was some poor execution of stuff that we'd set up, and a couple of sort of poor skill errors, I thought. But boys have owned that. It's the first thing we said in the change room, so we'll front it up. We'll, like I say, have a step away, come back in refreshed.
And no injury concerns from this?
I don't think so.